So in this session we will solve one more numerical, that is second numerical on to find out the support reactions. So how to calculate the support reactions here. So given problem is a beam is loaded as shown in figure. Calculate the support reactions. Also calculate resultant reaction at A. They are asking to find out what are the support reaction and asking to resultant reaction. So question arises, what is this resultant reaction? So at the end of the problem you will come to know what is this resultant reaction. So first let us find out support reaction. To find out support reactions, what are the steps? First step, convert UDL into concentrated load. Next step, resolve the inclined forces. Third step, properly mark the distances from a particular point. Fourth step, find the equate summation of moment about a point A or B is equal to 0. Then fifth point, summation of V is equal to 0. Sixth point, summation of H is equal to 0. By the time you will get to find out support reaction, only provided the beam should be statically determinate beam. So see here, this beam is given, this end is given as a hinge, the symbol is given, the support is hinge here, this support is a roller support. So here at hinge, what are the restraint? One is horizontal restraint and another one is vertical restraint. Here only vertical restraint will act on the roller support. And at the roller support, the beam is free to move in horizontal direction. There is no horizontal restraint, only vertical restraint here. But at hinge, there are two restraint. One is horizontal and another one is a vertical restraint. So to know these things properly, kindly go through the video of statically determinate and indeterminate beams. So there I have explained these things in a proper way. Now see here, the length of the UDL is 4 meter and its intensity is 10 kilonewton per meter. So how to convert this one? 10 into 4. So totally the load is 40 kilonewton. Where it will act? It will act exactly at the center, exactly at the midpoint of this UDL. UDL is a 4 meter, so it will act at a distance of 2 meter and the value will be equal to 40 kilonewton. And see here one more thing, here already one moment is acting here. This is the clockwise movement. 20 kilonewton meter moment is acting. One more thing, a force of 60 kilonewton, sorry, a force of 30 kilonewton is acting at an angle 60 degrees. So second step is to convert this inclined load into, resolve this inclined load into horizontal and vertical component. So how will resolve? This is vertical component and this is the horizontal component. So how to give the values here? See, once I will resolve it as horizontally, the horizontal component is moving towards the given angle theta. So this will become cos theta multiplied by its magnitude, 30 cos theta. This will become 30 sin 60 degrees. Okay, then a 12 kilonewton load. So what is the overall length of this beam? 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 2 7, plus 2 9. So total length is 10 meter. So see here, this is given 40 kilonewton. This force is resolved here, 30 sin 60 and this is 30 cos 60. 12 kilonewton is acting vertically downwards. So in this manner I have resolved and I have converted this drawing here. Now see here, at a distance 2 meter, a low concentrated UDL is converted into concentrated load 40 kilonewton and a 20 kilonewton meter, you already a moment of 20 kilonewton acting at a distance of 5 meter, and then a inclined force that is converted into horizontal and vertical component is acting at a distance of 4 plus 1 5 plus 2 7 meters, and at a distance of 9 meter a 12 kilonewton load is acting. These are taken from A. Now next step is find out the moment about A and equate it to 0. Algebraic sum of moments due to all forces about A is 0. Why we are taking these conditions? So this beam is statically determinate. So statically determinate, when we call statically determinate only when it satisfy all the conditions of static equilibrium, then only this is a statically determinate beam. So that is, the support reaction can be found out by using these three conditions of static equilibrium. So now let us choose point A and find out moment about this point. The overall length of this beam is 10 meters. So VB is acting here, and it is this moment is anti-clockwise direction. So this force will rotate this beam in anti-clockwise direction. So moment is anti-clockwise. That's why minus VB multiplied by 10 is the distance. Force into perpendicular distance. Then 12 kilonewton is acting downward direction. It will tend to rotate this beam in clockwise direction. This end is fixed. So perpendicular distance from here to here, what is the perpendicular distance? 4 plus 1 plus 2. 4 plus 1 5 plus 2 7 plus 2 9 meter is the perpendicular distance. Force into perpendicular distance will give me the moment here, and this moment is clockwise. So here is the value, here is the value. Okay, they here. Okay, 12 into 9. I have written it here. 12 into 9. This is a clockwise. Okay. Now see here, this horizontal force will pass through the point. If I extend its line of action, the line of action will pass through the point chosen. That's why this will not yield any moment. So 30 cos 60 into 0. Next, this is the load. 30 into 30 sin 60. It is acting vertically downward, and it will produce a clockwise movement. What is the perpendicular distance? 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 2. 7 is the perpendicular distance. Right? From here to here, it is 7 meters. Force into perpendicular distance. And it is producing clockwise. That's why taken positive sign. 30 sin 60 into 7. Then see a 20 kilonewton meter movement, and it is the movement is clockwise, right? So that's why what I will do, I will directly add this 20 here. No need of a multiplying again perpendicular distance. This itself already is a movement. So no need of multiplying here. Perpendicular distance is not necessary here. So this is not force. This is already a movement. Kindly remember this. Many students go wrong, make mistakes here. So 20 kilonewton meter. If it is clockwise, directly give the positive symbol and add it. Write it here. If the moment is negative, then if the moment is anti-clockwise, then symbol will be minus 20. Since it is given clockwise moment, I am writing it as positive 20. Then come to this force. This is 40 kilonewton. 40 kilonewton acting at a distance 2 meters. So 10 into 4 they have written. 10 into 4. 10 into 4 multiplied by perpendicular distance 2. This 10 into 4 is nothing but 40 into 2. Okay. Then this VB making an anti-clockwise. That's why given with the symbol negative. So hope this equation is clear now. So upon simplification, you will get the value of VB as 38.965 kilo Newton. Now, taking next step is to find out the summation of algebraic sum of vertical forces should be equal to 0. Now, VA and VB are acting in upward direction, so take them as a positive, and other forces are acting in downward direction, take them as negative. And this is a moment. 20 kilonewton meter is a moment. This will not come into picture. This is not force, this is a movement. So while calculating VA, VB, while calculating that is equating to the vertical forces, algebraic sum of vertical forces, this moment will not come into picture. Okay, see here, VA plus VB, This is downward, right? 10 into 4 minus 30 into sine 60 minus 12 is equal to 0. VB, we have already the value. Substitute that VB, simplify, we will get the value of VA here. See here, VA minus substituted and simplified to get 23.4058 kilonewton as kilonewton as VA. This is the value of VA. So see here, one is the support reaction VA and VB. Because of this inclined force, one more support reaction that is coming into picture as HA. Either you can take it as HA or you can write it as VH itself. So this VH, now equating summation of horizontal forces is equal to 0, that is algebraic sum of horizontal forces. This support reaction is acting in right hand side direction, so it is taken as positive. This force is acting in left hand side direction, that's why it is taken as a negative here. So HA minus 30 cos 60 is equal to 0. Upon simplification you will get HA, or that is, or VH, you can write anything. HA is equal to 15 kilonewton. So we are done with, up to here we are done with finding out all the support reaction. We are done with finding out all the support reactions here. Now we have to find out one more thing they have asked is find out, also calculate. We have done up to here, they have asked support reaction, we have done with the support reaction. Now also calculate resultant reactions at A. So how to find out the resultant reaction at A? Resultant reaction at A, see here there are two VA and HA are the two support reactions are acting. Instead of these two support reaction, if I apply a single support reaction which produces same effect as produced by these two, then that itself is called as a resultant reaction. How to find out that one? So in module 1 we know how to find out a resultant of two forces. In the same manner we have found out here. See here, HA and VA, this is the resultant support reaction here. So find out what is the resultant. Summation of under root of HA square plus VA square will give me the resultant. So substituted here we have 27.8 kilonewton is the value of RA, that is a resultant. Now for how to find out the angle made by this resultant, theta is equal to tan inverse of VA divided by HA, vertical force divided by horizontal force. So 23 divided by 15 will give me the 57.35 degrees. This resultant is acting at RA having magnitude 27.8 and the angle made is 57.35. So where it will act? It will act here. Where is that resultant support reaction is acting? The resultant support reaction is acting like this. Instead of these two, if I apply one, and this itself is a resultant support reaction RA, making some angle 50. What's that? That angle 52. What is the value? 52, and this value. So write down the 27 point something is the value. Write down those values. In this manner, this support reaction is acting here. So kindly watch my first video on this support reaction. This is the second problem. But a kind request is there. Kindly go to the channel Vinitra, watch the video. That is, video is added as a module 3, statically determinate and indeterminate beam. So from start to end, kindly watch that video, then come to solution of these problems. It will be. Thank you.